On that day, the two sons of Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, took strange fire and brought it before the Lord, who had not commanded them to do it. And a fire went forth from before the Lord and consumed them, and they died before the Lord on that day. Then on the day when Moses had completed erecting the sanctuary, the princes of the children of Israel began to bring their offerings before the Lord for the dedication of the altar. And they brought up their offering, each prince for 1 day, a prince each day for 12 days. And all the offerings which they brought, each man in his day, 1 silver charger weighing 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, 1 spoon weighing 10 shekels of gold full of incense, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. For a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of a year old. Thus did the 12 princes of Israel day by day, each man in his day. It was after this, in the 13th day of the month, that Moses commanded the children of Israel to observe the Passover. And the children of Israel kept the Passover in its season in the 14th day of this month. And the Lord had commanded Moses, so did the children of Israel. And in the 2nd month, on the 1st day thereof, the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Number the heads of all the males of the children of Israel, from 20 years old and upward, you and your brother Aaron and the 12 princes of Israel. And Moses did so, and Aaron came with the 12 princes of Israel, and they counted the number of the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. And the number of the children of Israel by the houses of their fathers, from 20 years old and upward, were 603,550. But the children of Levi were not numbered among their brothers, the children of Israel. And the number of all the males and children of Israel from 1 month old and upward was 22,273. And the number of the children of Levi from 1 month old and above was 22,000. Moses placed the priests and the Levites, each man to his service and to his burden, to serve the sanctuary of the tabernacle, as the Lord had commanded Moses. And on the 20th day of the month, the cloud was taken away from the tabernacle of testimony. At that time the children of Israel continued their journey from the wilderness of Sinai. They took a journey of 3 days, and the cloud rested on the wilderness of Paran. There the anger of the Lord was set ablaze against Israel, for they had provoked the Lord in asking him for meat to eat. And the Lord listened to their voice and gave them meat, which they ate for 1 month. But after this the anger of the Lord was set ablaze against them, and he struck them with a great slaughter, and they were buried there in that place. The children of Israel called that place Kibroth Hattaavah, because there they buried the people that lusted flesh. And they departed from Kibroth Hattaavah and pitched in Hazeroth, which is in the wilderness of Paran. And while the children of Israel were in Hazeroth, the anger of the Lord had set ablaze against Miriam on account of Moses, and she became leprous, white as snow. She was confined outside the camp for 7 days, until she had been received again after her leprosy. The children of Israel afterward departed from Hazeroth and camped in the end of the wilderness of Paran. At that time the Lord spoke to Moses to send 12 men from the children of Israel, 1 man to a tribe, to go and explore the land of Canaan. Moses sent the 12 men, and they came to the land of Canaan to search and examine it. And they explored the whole land from the wilderness of Sin to Rehob, as you come to Chemoth. At the end of 40 days they came to Moses and Aaron, and they brought him word as it was in their hearts. 10 of the men brought up an evil report to the children of Israel of the land which they had explored, saying, "It is better for us to return to Egypt than to go to this land, a land that consumes its inhabitants." But Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb, son of Jephunneh, who were of those that explored the land, said, "The land is very good. If the Lord delights in us, then he will bring us to this land and give it to us, for it is a land flowing with milk and honey." But the children of Israel would not listen to them, and they listened to the words of the 10 men who had brought up an evil report on the land. The Lord heard the murmurings of the children of Israel, and he was angry and swore, saying, "Certainly not one man of this wicked generation shall see the land from 20 years old and upward, except Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua son of Nun. But certainly this wicked generation shall perish in this wilderness, and their children shall come to the land, and they shall possess it." So the anger of the Lord was set ablaze against Israel, and he made them wander in the wilderness for 40 years, until the end of that wicked generation, because they did not follow the Lord. And the people lived in the wilderness of Paran a long time, and they afterward proceeded to the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. At the time Korah, son of Jasher, son of Kehath, son of Levi, took many men of the children of Israel, and they rose up and quarreled with Moses and Aaron and the whole congregation. And the Lord was angry with them, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up, with their houses and all belonging to them, and all the men belonging to Korah. After this, God made the people go round by the way of Mount Seir for a long time. At that time the Lord said to Moses, "Provoke not a war against the children of Esau, for I will not give to you of anything belonging to them, as much as the sole of the foot could tread on, for I have given Mount Seir for an inheritance to Esau."